new event. Thanks for meeting us here. Penny and I wanted to take a little stroll by the lake to celebrate the start of the spooky season. It's just around the corner, but it's still a bit early, isn't it? Halloween isn't the only fun part of autumn. There are all sorts of things to enjoy this time of the year. I've had some rather bizarre experiences. There have been encounters with werewolves. I don't even want to think about that. We can't forget Pumpkin Johnny. That's what Pumpkin Johnny wants you to think. I remember when Mueller got cursed by a ghost in Godric's Hollow. We helped some Hogwarts ghosts plan the perfect Death Day party. That Hogsmeade vampire was false, but we met a real one after that. We have certainly had our share of adventures around Halloween, but no matter how bad things get, we make it through by sticking together. I probably shouldn't mention rumors I've heard about screams coming from the forest at night. Hey, look. That's Ben. Ben's unconscious. Let's go check him out. New event. Thanks for meeting us here. Penny and I wanted to take a little stroll by the lake to celebrate the start of the spooky season. It's just around the corner, but it's still a bit early, isn't it? Halloween isn't the only fun part of autumn. There are all sorts of things to enjoy this time of the year. I've had some rather bizarre experiences. There have been encounters with werewolves. I don't even want to think about that. We can't forget Pumpkin Johnny. That's what Pumpkin Johnny wants you to think. I remember when Mueller got cursed by a ghost in Godric's Hollow. We helped some Hogwarts ghosts plan the perfect Death Day party. That Hogsmeade vampire was false, but we met a real one after that. We have certainly had our share of adventures around Halloween, but no matter how bad things get, we make it through by sticking together. I probably shouldn't mention rumors I've heard about screams coming from the forest at night. Hey, look. That's Ben. Ben's unconscious. Let's go check him out. Ben doesn't appear to be injured, but he's not waking up. He must have come out to you to listen to a tape. He brought a blanket and a casket player. It's rather peaceful spot. Ben was listening to a tape through his headphones when he fell unconscious. Whatever happened must have happened quickly. He didn't even have time to react. Ben must have been attacked. We are far from the castle for something like a dark creature or evil wizard to have gotten to him. How awful if that's the case. Whoever attacked Ben might strike again. I hope he wakes up soon. I'll take Ben to the hospital room so he can get a proper checkup. This to my attention so quickly. I just hope Ben's going to be alright. Where am I? Found you unconscious by the lake. What happened? What's the last thing you remember? It was awful. Here's what happened. Went to the lake shore to listen to a tape, but something happened, a strange scream, and blacked out. It was the most terrible sound. I heard it through my headphones and I had the volume turned up. And I'm not afraid of things like I used to be, but I never want to hear anything like that again. I remember I was waking up here. It sounds like you were attacked by something that screams. I didn't hear any screams when you were walking up by the lake. Must have occurred before we arrived. There are things in the magical world that can kill with a scream. Rumors of strange screams being heard from the forest at night. There's something might be out there. What do you think could have done this to me? More people live in the Black Lake. Since you were at the lakeshore, it could have been them to harm a student who wasn't intruding to the territory. Never heard of a person causing someone to lose consciousness. More person to lose consciousness with a scream is not immediate danger. I will inform the headmaster of this incident. We are going to figure this out. She just left. What's wrong? Something happened to Professor Spout. There's no time to wait. You have got to come with me. So it was a mandrake then, no? He's unconscious. It's just like what happened to Ben. I went looking for help as soon as I found her. Ben heard a scream before he passed out. Something similar might have happened here. We know what the scream of a mandrake can do. Spout is still wearing her protective earmuffs. Those should protect against mandrake screams. Maneuver. I remember the peppermint. What a fine aroma it has. That sounds like a nice dream, but what we really need is a way to wake her up. Let's look around for some peppermint. Except more pleasant. It's worth a try. We might find other clues too. Well, what? I seem to have fallen asleep in the middle of some pardon, no less. Of course I am alright. We herbology professors aren't so easily defeated. Although I'm a bit confused, I had just finished with pardon and mandrake when I heard a most awful scream. A student was found unconscious. How awful. Do you think that incident is connected? I'm convinced they are connected. There are too many similarities. In that case, we need to determine what did happen before there's another incident. My mandrake seemed happy in the new pot. It had no reason to scream at me. You were also wearing earmuffs. They would have protected you from the mandrake scream. I always buy the extra thick versions. If it wasn't a mandrake that caused Ben and Spout to lose consciousness, it must have been something else. Whatever is behind the student and professor have already fallen unconscious. You two better take a pair of protective earmuffs. But I also advise you to stay indoors. If something looking around outside the castle, you'll be safe in the castle. Hagrid knows everything that goes on the grounds. Be quick about it. I don't want to have to worry about you two. Thanks for coming with me, Penny. I know things have already gotten spookier when you... what? It's worth it if we can find out what happened to Ben and Professor Spout. Might notify what it is. We might prevent anyone else from getting hurt. I agree, but the sooner we can get back to the castle, the better. I'm getting a creepy feeling out there. Mila, if you're hoping to catch a glimpse of the mysterious screaming thing, find somewhere else to wait. The screaming thing is coming. We should go. It's not safe here. We remember what you did that Halloween when you and Ismelda pretended to be Pumpkin Johnny? And Ismelda learned even more lessons the Halloween after when she accidentally conjured those skeletons. The screaming thing circles around Hogwarts. Hagrid's garden is its next stop. Feeding a niffler or something. I'm going to stay and find out what the screaming thing is. You should go, Penny. I want to stay and see what happens. Don't say that. We're all just trying to figure out what's going on. It makes no sense for you to put yourself in danger like this. Malifaux. You shouldn't have done that. You're next. No one's going to get in my way. Why is it not an... Had enough? Why don't we spar like this? I'm just getting started. I told you we don't have time for this. Whatever has been causing those screams could show up in any... There's something out there. I'd better put on my earmuffs. Oh, it's a Banshee. Are you alright? Let's get that pumpkin off of you. When Mila put the pumpkin on my head, I couldn't hear anything. The pumpkin must have protected you. What are you going to do? Let's help her get the pumpkin off of her so we can leave quickly. We got more important things to worry about than those little squabbles. Hold still, we are going to pull that pumpkin off. I'm not sure what happened, but I think I heard a scream. I saw it, it was just you. I know what's been screaming at Hogwarts at night and causing people to pass out. We need to go, all of Hogwarts could be at risk. Finally, it only took fucking 20 days to finish that section. Thanks for coming. I saw what's been making terrifying screams. It was a Banshee. I told Spet what you saw as soon as we got back to Hogwarts. Now the whole school knows. We should do our part to make sure no one gets seriously hurt. But with a Banshee at large, we need to know how to protect ourselves. Thanks, Andre. Bill put together a Banshee lesson for us in his informal dada. Training courses. The more we know about Banshees, the better. Then let's get to it. Whose screams can be fatal? We have been remarkably lucky so far. Ben was wearing headphones when he heard the Banshee scream. Spurt was wearing her Mandrix-proof earmuffs. So was I when I saw the Banshee. You and Mila were protected by the pumpkin on your heads. You won't stay that lucky forever. If you face the Banshee again, you'll need better protection. I thought I saw a recipe for magical earplugs. We will need all the protection we can get. We also learned that you can banish a Banshee with the Laughing Potion. Bill taught us that in the lessons. It won't be easy to banish a Banshee without him. I'll start gathering ingredients for the potion. We should brew some right away. Have you been paying attention? Are you truly prepared? Who defeated the dreaded Banshee? I don't know. Of course it was good. Yeah, but he didn't actually do it. That was all fake. Although, to be honest, I'm not sure that book has been thoroughly fact-checked. That's right, I'll find the magical earplug recipe and prepare the materials in the artifact room. Just in time, I've finished gathering everything we need to brew the potion. Favorite student is quite useful now and then. The laughing potion before, but this time it's not just for a lesson. We'll have more to worry about than low marks if this doesn't work as intended. Between the two of us, I know we can make that happen. Let's get potion making. It's nearly ready. There's just one ingredient left. What's that? Laughter. But it can't be just any laughter. It has to be uproarious, Jewish, and from the heart. Our laughter in potion just won't be as potent as it needs to be. With a Banshee terrorizing Hogwarts, I'm hardly in a laughing mood. There's got to be a way to get into a good mood. How could we possibly laugh at a time like this? Why did the potions professor throw away all the old potions? They were past their expiration date. It was so bad, so bad. I needed that. Everything's going on. I think we are ready to finish our laughing potion. Our laughing potion is really finally done. My grain once told me that laughter can carry powerful magics. Perhaps that's why it seems to work against Banshees. It works to lift my mood, I know that for sure. We have brewed our laughing potion. If the Banshee attacks, we can defeat it with our potion-induced laughter. To ensure we stay safe, we'll need ear protection stronger than the Mandrake's earmuffs. Let's check in with Andre to see about crafting some magical earplugs. You made it, everything's all set up. I found a wonderful book with a recipe that I can protect from Banshee's scream. Great work, you're a lifesaver. Considering how deadly a Banshee's screams can be, that might literally be the case. How will we go about crafting these magical earplugs? That depends on whether you know the imperturbable charm. Professor Flitwick showed it to me to help protect a giant squid's kelp forest. The charm can block sounds. It will give our earplugs an extra layer of magical protection. So we craft the earplugs and then enchant them with the charm. Is there anything else? I also found an old story about a banshee in my research. It probably is not relevant to our situation, but I found it quite fascinating. Interesting, perhaps you could explain the story to us. My magical protective emotes are finally nearly finished. And they just need a final touch. It's time to test your skill with the charm. Well done, Coastbreaker. Your tips on casting the charm. Gone. And now our emails. Earplugs have a small protective field that blocks unwanted sound. The more protection we have against the Banshee's scream, the better. Do you know where it came from? I don't. It's an old folk tale that's been passed down for generations. Struck up a friendship and made a bargain with one another. The maiden gave the Banshee her prize meal, and the Banshee gave the maiden a mysterious black comb. It was the Banshee's only possession. It seems they enjoyed combing their hair now and then. You said the bargain was only supposed to last a year, but something happened. That's where the story ends. What do you think of the old tale? Frustratingly incomplete. I wish I knew what happened next, but it's unclear. Old folks' tales are like that. There's something hopeful about the idea of a banshee and a maiden being friends, though. I don't like the story, it's too sad. We have got our magical earplugs and laughing potion, don't we? Let's go banish this banshee. Andre's right, we haven't agreed to try to banish the banshee on our own yet. If you aren't going to help me, I'll do it myself. Damn. I didn't mean to bother her like that. She shouldn't try something like this on her own, it's dangerous. There's only one person I know who could predict its movements. I'm here, now tell me what this is about. I see you're hopeless without me. I might refuse, but you did get me out of that pumpkin. On the other hand, you were the one who put me in there. Let's put that behind us for now. We have got more potent things to deal with. According to my study of its patterns, that Banshee circles Hogwarts every night. It should pass by soon. There she is. I want to know how she knew to come here. Step ahead of you, perhaps. I hope you are ready to face the Banshee. Let's banish this Banshee. Let's put on the magical earplugs we made. You better not have worn these. When the Banshee comes around, we'll drink our laughing potion and defeat it with laughter. Oh, Banshee's gone. What? I think we can take our earplugs out now. You did your research. I see potion-induced laughter is an effective way. I wonder where it went. What does it mean to banish a Banshee? Where did it go? Is it dead? At least it won't be bothering Hogwarts anymore. It's not over, Penny. We still don't know what brought the Banshee here in the first place. Look on the water. Banshees, there's more of them. There's too many. We have got to head back to the castle. So behind. Despite a whole swarm of Banshees, we made it back to the castle. Now the headmaster has called an assembly. Dark spirits known as Banshees, I'm roaming around. The motive is unknown, but due to the danger involved, students are not allowed to leave the castle. Has contacted Ministry's Spirit Division for assistance. In addition, we are fortifying the castle's magical protections with the intreputable charm. This is a trying time, but in such times we find strength in our friends. The circumstances, my friends seem to be holding up alright. The Banshees surrounding Hogwarts seem to be bothering home more than anyone else. Banshees surrounding Hogwarts and the Black Lake, it's all a little too exciting even for me. But more Banshees appeared. You were brave to do what you did, but the crisis is bigger than anyone suspected. Is even sending representatives. I wonder what they are like. I imagine they are experts at handling dark spirits like Banshees. Hopefully they'll know what to do. What will you do now? I just can't stand by when my friends at Hogwarts are in danger. I'm going to continue to help. I respect that about you a great deal. I'm not sure what more you or any of us can do at this point. But I'm not giving up yet. Where'd the penny go? She was just here. If she's gone somewhere, she couldn't have gotten far. Penny seems especially bothered by all this. I should talk to her and find out why. Penny, you rushed out of the Great Hall without saying goodbye. If something's wrong, you can tell me. It's all my fault. What do you mean? The Banshees, they are here because of me? Don't know how to make things right. Don't say that. Why don't you take a deep breath and start over? You brought a comb on a family trip to your island and you think it has something to do with the Banshee. I was looking for a gift for my sister. It seemed rather nice, but the seller seemed eager to get rid of it. I didn't think much of it at the time. It was black and shiny and volcanic glass. That sounds like the comb Andre described in the old folk tale he found. You seemed troubled back then. You suspected that your comb was the same one. The comb was the Banshee's greatest treasure, but the maiden died before she could return it. I decided to get rid of it so the Banshee would leave us alone. I took the comb and tossed it into the Black Lake. It was the same night we banished the Banshee. I went there to throw away the comb, then you and Mila showed up. Why didn't you just lay the comb out so the Banshee could pick it up, you know? Everything that's happened might be my fault. We aren't sure that the Banshees are after the comb. We need more evidence to prove that. And even if that's the case, we can't be held responsible for what Banshees do. Let's start by sharing your story with people who might be able to help. I told Ben that I wanted to keep helping right now. Speaking to the Spirit Division is the best way to do that. are here, but they are not alone. We are not the only students who want to speak with them. We know you're all concerned about the Banshee issue. The Spirit Division here is here to help. If you have information to share, please wait patiently. We'll get to you. Tell us if you don't have something useful to tell us, leave. My friend and I have important information regarding the Banshees. Go on, anything that could help us resolve this crisis will be greatly appreciated. You're just wasting our time. We think the black coal might be from an old story where the Banshees' greatest treasure. It may be what the Banshees are after, and why they are swarming around Hogwarts in the Black Lake. Some things don't belong in this world. Never told you my name. The only way to prove your theory is to retrieve that comb and see how the Banshees react. The three of us will need to get down there as soon as possible then. All the more reason to act quickly. I'll need a witness to identify the comb. That's you, Miss Hayward. But you shouldn't have to go through the deal on your own. That's why Mr. Dane is coming with. Worry not, you'll have the protection of the Spirit Division on your side. I'm eager to get down there and help put an end to all this. But knowing that you'll be there with me makes it feel like I can be brave too. I told Ben I would continue to help in any way I could. I'm an ace of the bubblehead charm. You'll have no worries about drowning with me around. There's no use waiting. We'll leave for the Black Lake as soon as you are ready. Every time I dive down here, there's something new to discover. We'll discover a mysterious Banshee treasure, assuming your theory is correct. If they are trying to retrieve a comb and once belonged to them, they may not stop until they get it back. We appreciate you helping with this. Will your partner be alright on his own? But I think he just didn't want to get his clothes wet. We should start looking. The longer we are down here, the more likely we are to have a run-in with more people. I've encountered more people down here before. They don't intend harm, usually, but they are protective. As a liaison to the more people, I study their language. I think it's the first one. We should tell them why we are here. I'll try to explain our situation and find out what they know. Penny and I looked around the area, but there was no black comb in sight. Thanks for looking. You have confirmed what I have learned from the more people. Found a mysterious object in the vicinity and sensed a strange power. They took it to the surface and threw it as far away as they could. Comb or library? I didn't bring my Momish dictionary. So the more people found the black comb and tossed it away where did they throw it. In the Forbidden Forest, they wanted it as far away as possible. So the black comb isn't at the bottom of the lake after all. I'm not worried. Every step we take brings us closer to finding that comb. How do you feel? Feel determined whether it's the forest or the bottom of the Black Lake. I'll go wherever necessary. While we haven't retrieved the comb, we have gained valuable information that could lead us to it. The black comb may be the Banshees' precious treasure. If so, they will stop at nothing to retrieve it. Precisely finding that comb will now be easier than ever. We just need to follow the Banshees. First the lake, now the forest. We'll find that comb no matter what. We must be on the right track. We have been seeing Banshees everywhere. Good thing that the imperturbable charm is to protect us. We have got some laughing potion as well. No more Banshees are coming. Nothing like playing hide and seek with Banshees to get your heart racing. Sneaking around so many Banshees is nerve-wracking. This is fine. More people, magical earplugs. If all Banshees decide to scream at once, even our earplugs may not be enough. All these Banshees are a sign that your theory about the comb was correct. They seem drawn towards something. Hopefully it's the black comb. I wonder whether the Banshees have found the comb already. There's something up ahead. Oh, that's the other Mr. Hobb. And the comb, that's the black comb I got in Ireland. It's just as we suspected. Not so loud, you two. The Banshees will notice us. No use hiding anymore. Come on, we can survive this if we work together. When I give the signal, use the laughing potion to drive them away. Have at you. Put your earplugs in. We've got to rescue Mr. Hobb and time to drink our laughing potion. We drove off the Banshees, but they will be back soon enough. But he needs medical treatment. Good thing he was wearing his ministry issue anti-Banshees earplugs. You should see about that comb. Never seen a comb like this before. Humans were never meant to own such a thing. It belongs to the Banshees. If the Banshees wanted it, why didn't they just take it back? Just waiting on the side of the comb. They look like tiny runes. I wish I could read that sort of thing. There's one person I know who can read ancient runes, Professor Dumbledore. Can we really take something like this into Hogwarts? The Banshees are drawn to it. I'll send word ahead so the headmaster knows to expect you. The castle is well protected, but you'd be best to be quick about it, just in case.
Hello, sent word prior to your arrival. I'm aware of the situation. But we have got to translate the runes inscribed into it. They may hold a secret to stopping the Banshees once and for all. We must act quickly. I could use your help translating and interpreting these runes. These books contain meanings of runes from various ancient languages. I need a fresh pair of eyes to look up each rune's meaning and help decipher the message. We have translated every rune. What do they say? The runes spell out a message, the riddle of sorts. Bargain is struck, a promise is made, treasure freely offered must be freely returned. Only the true owners can keep their promise, dishonor the bargain, and invite the Banshee's wrath. Folklore has much wisdom to share with those willing to learn. They were supposed to return them after a year, but the maiden died before she could complete the bargain. We suspected this before. Now we know for sure the Banshees want to reclaim their ancient treasure. Your knowledge of runes made this possible. While the study of ancient runes is taught to older students at Hogwarts, most do not elect to pursue it. I'm extremely interested in the subject. Just now, we were able to uncover a message that's hidden for ages. Ancient languages hold many secrets. I'm glad you have found a kindred spirit in this. You will have a chance to gain such wisdom for yourself. Resembles the language of magical contract, but the specifics are elusive. And see what they make of it. Together we can figure out what it means so we can return the comb to stop the Banshees. Welcome. Now that you're here, we can begin. To begin, Mr. Dane will tell us about the item he discovered and may hold the answers we seek. The black comb belongs to the Banshees. They won't stop until they have gotten it back. It was part of an exchange made long ago. The maiden died before she could return it. Now the Banshees want the treasure back, but for some reason they won't just take it on their own. We are missing something. A bargain is struck, a promise is made, treasure freely offered must be freely returned. We believe the message constitutes a binding magical contract. Every moment we keep the comb, Hogwarts is in danger. We have got to figure this out. Think we are on something. Let's go through it from the beginning. Maiden and the Banshee struck a bargain and exchanged the greatest treasures. The maiden received the comb, while the Banshee received the maiden's favorite mirror. It was supposed to last 1 year, but the maiden died. Now the Banshees want it back, but they can't seem to achieve the comb on their own. That's it. This isn't about the comb, it's also about the mirror. Have something to atone to. Someone has to present to accept the mirror. The Banshees won't be able to honor the bargain and complete the exchange. This must be how the magical contract was designed. Only the treasure's true owners can participate in the trade, but the maiden died. There's no one to complete the bargain. When she purchased the comb, Hayward became the new owner. That would mean she is the only one who can complete the bargain. There are too many of them. We can't assume they will make it easy. Most of the Banshees do not understand the situation. They will attack regardless of our intentions. But returning the comb and completing the bargain will be a dangerous task. It's got to be you, but you won't be there alone. With all of us working together, we'll keep the Banshees at bay long enough for you to complete the exchange. I am loath to expose most students to danger, but I do not doubt your capabilities. I must also consider that you may accompany us, whether or not I give you permission. Thank you. Knowing Darkos will be there makes the idea of facing so many Banshees easier to bear. It's time to complete the bargain of the Banshees. Excuse me. Are you ready to complete the bargain? Handing the comb over to the Banshees may be the only way to save Hogwarts. Do you really think we'll make it through tonight in one piece? Don't worry, we'll be fine. We've got 2 experts from the Spirit Division and even Headmaster himself. Everyone's counting on us, so we can do our best. I know Penny is supposed to give the Banshee its comb, but how exactly will she do that? So we are looking for one Banshee in particular. The Banshee we seek will likely be drawn to the comb and less interested in attacking us. Identify excuse me. Must present the comb and let it know that she is willingly returning the treasure. They are coming. It's time to see this through to the end. Think that's the Banshee we are looking for. It's time to offer the comb. Oh, return your treasure. Where's the mirror? Oh, there it is. It's the mirror the maiden gave to the Banshee so long ago. It's been returned. You should keep it. I'd never have gotten through this without you. I'll remember this adventure whenever I use it. And this time I don't think it's premature. We did what we had to. We returned the Banshee's treasure and completed the bargain. You are not our fault. The object was never meant to be in mortal hands. And there's still so much we don't understand about Banshees. Are they good or evil? Can we learn to communicate? Why does the laughing potion work on them? Questions like that are what the Spirit Division is all about. Banshees often appear as mourners, omens of death and tragedy. Suffused with grief and anger, the sound of laughter may simply be intolerable to them. That's just my theory, no one knows for sure. Banshees are complicated, we can't define them in simple terms like good and evil. They can kill with a scream, but they can also strike a bargain. Thanks for looking out for us back there, Miss Cobb. Your intrepid investigation helped us end a dangerous crisis and expand our knowledge. We won't forget your assistance in this matter. Do you think the Banshees will return to strike another bargain? Hey.